Okay, hi. I know I look different. It's because I'm not wearing my usual vest and I don't have my glasses on and whatever. I'm supposed to be going somewhere, but I had 15 minutes and this is so long overdue that I thought I should just make it. I'm recording it like this now because I realized that this is gonna be longer than I expect. So here I am. I'm gonna do it like this. Oppenheimer was amazing. Now, I say that, but there's a little asterisk right next to the amazing part. I am a big history nerd, right? So I actually, first of all, I haven't done any research on Oppenheimer at all before watching the movie. I didn't even know really what it was about. Also, spoilers. Spoilers. Going into this movie, my cousin who went with me to see Barbie actually told me that it was really long and it got a little confusing at certain times, and upon watching the movie, yes, it does. It gets very confusing when you jump back and forth between times, that when it's not supposed to jump back in time, you think that it does. And it's, well, actually, before I even get to the criticism, I want to talk about what amazed me about it. The entire movie was amazing. The creative choice to have two different perspectives mean two different things, fission and fusion, and then have them creatively be something completely different, one in color and one black and white, is so, like, what? Have there been other movies to do this? I have no idea. But that creative decision amazed me. Now, I know there's a whole thing going on about Japan not wanting to promote this movie or even release it, I think, in their country, which, understandable. But when you lose me is when you start to, how do I put this? When you begin to compare Oppenheimer creating the atomic bomb to then drop on Hiroshima and Nagasaki to Al-Qaeda and Osama bin Laden and 9/11 is where you really start to lose your ground. In real life and in the movie, Oppenheimer opposes dropping the bomb on Japan in the first place. He has nightmares about it. He sees his own people. He regrets it in the end. He talks to Einstein and says, we caused a chain reaction that is going to destroy the world. He regrets it. But when you're under the umbrella of the military, what could you possibly do? He said it in the movie. He was under orders from the military. And I'm trying to remember the movie exactly, right? He was on a certain side, and then the military came in, and then he joined the coalition to make the bomb, right? And then when he realized that it's actually a possibility that they can drop the bomb, he was like, oh shit. Whoa. Now, when you try to compare that to Al-Qaeda, you make no sense. You gotta look at the context. Al-Qaeda decided, what if we just, the US and Japan were at war. You're at war with a country who believes that it is the greatest honor to die in battle. I think that was the quote. You literally had people kamikazing, risking their own, not even risking, sacrificing their own lives for their government, for their ideas. So you really have to put it all together, right? I really want to debate this with somebody. I don't believe in one way over the other. I just want to talk to somebody about this. On one side, it's like America's at war with a country who believes the best way to honor your death is to die in battle. The best honor is to die in battle, right? So how else do you stick it to a government to win a war, right? But on the other side, that's almost 200,000 people, I think, 200,000 people dead, and radiation still covering 2 major cities in a country. Like, where do the consequences of war come into? Wait, what's that saying? The ends justify the means? When does that happen, Don't compare Al-Qaeda to the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Don't do that. Would it have made more sense to drop the bomb on one of Japan's smaller islands first? But then it would be a waste. That's what I know Japan is full of islands, right? Could you not have dropped the bomb on an island that, here I am planning a bombing when I'm this color. Let me not do that. Back to the movie. It got confusing toward the end because when you think the story's supposed to end with the, bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, you would think that it would end right about when Oppenheimer met, I think it was Truman, but I feel like that court case needed to be shown. Like, you can't make a movie out of that. You can't make a part 2. You can't make a short film. You can't do something with that. I feel like that had to be the ending. But it did go on a little long. I have watched it 3 times. Once in theater, and then we don't have to talk about the other 2. Hold up, wait, one thing I want to talk about, why was this movie so star-studded? This movie had so many actors playing not small roles, but just like big names. You had Matt Damon, you had Josh Peck, who was casually in there. Emily Blunt was just casually in there. Florence Pugh was just casually in there. And I know there's others that I just can't remember right now. I feel like Barbenheimer was a moment, because both of them were amazing movies on completely different topics. I 100% am gonna get a poster of Barbie and Oppenheimer. I think I want the one where Barbie's like on his shoulder, and then it's like, you know, pink and rainbows over here, and then dark black and white over there. That's amazing. It's a really good movie, and it paints Oppenheimer in a place of regret rather than a place of, we won, we did this. If you really want to watch the movie and be mad at somebody, be mad at the US military and the US government. Because the government and the military were the ones painted bad in this movie. Truman literally called Oppenheimer a crybaby after his regret after everything. And then the military was celebrating the people dead in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And then, you know, went on and on to the court case and all of that. So I want to do more research on the nuclear testing, which it's a whole rabbit hole that I've already got myself involved in, and I don't want to do it anymore, but I want to do it. Anyway, I have somewhere to go. Movie, 9 out of 10, only 1 point off for the confusion at the end, but you also get a half a point because of the creative design of the black and white and the colorful scene, so it's a 9.5 out of 10. I will be watching it again, whether that be in theater or on my laptop. Anyway, guys, like it if you subscribe if you enjoy, and fly with me wherever I go. My Instagram, Twitter, the link to my new music, and the link to my business is coming back in the description below. Thank you guys for watching. I will see y'all in the next video. So have a great morning, night, evening, and afternoon. I said what I said. Bye-bye!